Check this out. Got another plane to show you. This is how it come. Just a bare box. No bag over it. Couple of stickers on there. There it is there. We've got the blue version. Plug and play version. So let's have a look. There we are inside. It's wrapped in plastic, but that should be good enough. Let's have a look. We've got one wing, two wings. How about we get it all out? Pull the whole lot out. Nice big thick carbon rod and some bits. There we go. Look at that. Bright decals, aren't they? See that in the sky, even though it's blue. That's fine. Pre-installed. Nothing wrong with that. Looks nice. A little bit of crinkle on there. That's alright. Loosen these up. They're nice and stiff. Looks like we've got a little bit of assembly. We've got to put our horns on. Piece of carbon running through there. Oh, piece of tube. That's where our rod goes through. A little bit of timber in here to reinforce that. So we've got to screw the wings together. But this is a big plane. It's a good sized plane. And of course it is a Sky Surfer X8. This wing should look the same. There we go, nothing underneath there. Another decal, pre-installed. Loosen them up. Nice smooth foam. Should be a beautiful flyer. And look at that for a carbon rod. That's big, isn't it? Good size rod. Has rear elevator, packet sealed. Couple of decals on that. Very nice. Screw our horns in there. Nice and wide. Little bit of crinkling there on the decal. Couple of bubbles, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. That'll slip in the fuselage nicely and center it for you. So that'll make it easy. Then we've got a rudder. Here we go. Oh, that's a nice decal on that side. Screw the horns in there. That should key in, lock in pretty good. We've even got a pilot. Look at that. We've even got a pilot in it. Basic foam pilot, but there's nothing wrong with that. We're happy when we see a pilot in a plane. Look at this. It's nice quality. Good price too. No cooling on the top. Sometimes that can be an issue. Show you the motor. Pre-installed. Very nice. That's alright. How do you open this canopy? So the glue around there. Do we open it from the top? There we go. Got good magnets on that. We slip in. Well, the magnets popped out there. So we need to glue that back down. 30 amp ESC, very nice. Wires run up the top to the motor. servos pre-installed in there. Very good. Nice, we've got the timber tray in there. Oh, we've got a different connector, so we might have to change that. That's a shame. And the strap for the battery should go all the way forward. It's supposed to take the common 2200 3-cell. So we've got lots of them, so that's handy. And we've got this canopy where you can put the FPV or maybe a camera, put a GoPro on there. So that's pretty good. No magnets on there. Maybe a piece of tape on the top, and we'll do that. Very nice. What's in our little bag? Don't know what that's for. Bit of come out of there. Why would you want to block that hole up for? I don't know. Not going to be much cooling. There's our wire cable for our main wing, for our ailerons. Oh, that's a tiny prop. Tiny prop. And that's mostly because we've got a high revving motor. Probably a bit too high. 2450 kV. 5x5 prop. Couple of rods for the ailerons. Oh, they're long screws, aren't they? Nice and long. Got the horns. Couple of clevises. Oh, they're not real good clevises, them. They clamp in with the screws. Not real good. The wings overlap like that. Join together. Carbon rod inside. Very nice. Screws down in there because they slot into there. This shouldn't take too long to build. 1480 millimeters. That's a good size. Here we go. We're going to assemble the horns. We got holes for screws, but these got no screw holes in them. They just clip together. So that's alright. I prefer these rather than they can be a bit fiddly messing with the screws. So I'll just glue that in now with some hot glue. My favourite glue. That'll stop it moving down the line. A tiny little bit of hot glue, you don't need much. Like this. Put this in. Just a bit on that side and that'll be good enough. They should be nice and firm now. Little dab of hot glue. Try not to get it everywhere. Put your horn around the right way. Put this little clamp on the back. There you go. Good enough. Loosen that up a little bit. Beautiful. There they are there. Servos pre-installed. Just need to pop the horns in. Connect up the rods. Hobby knife is always good. Pop through there. So that'll go for the decal too. Might actually cut that decal out a little bit. Here we go, that's better. Beautiful. Beautiful. I might use a little bit of tack glue to glue the tail together. Rub a little bit in there. Just like that. Move it around a little bit. Let that dry a minute. Make sure your rod's on top for the rudder. This does have to slide in, so we don't want that tack glue to go off too much, or we're not going to get that in. Give you a close-up look. All stuck together. Went together beautiful. And hopefully that is parallel. That's what we're aiming for, that this tail is parallel. Little bit of angle there to our rudder. Don't like funny angles. Maybe that could be a problem. I don't know. We'll thread our wires into the hole. That's probably a hard thing to do. Here we go, got it. Bit tricky getting that wire through. There we go. Getting there. Getting close. Right together, just like that. Well, not too tight, it's only foam. Very good. I like to send my servos with a servo checker. Hold the button, then you're on servo. You're on the wheel, backwards and forwards on your servo. Or cycle it. Well, there's the center, 1500. So, we plug that in to our main wing. That one's gone the wrong way. What's this about? That's the problem. This one's gone the wrong way. I don't even think it's stuck in. Look, it's not even stuck in. So this is nothing. Here we go. So just watch that, because that was pointing the wrong way for some reason. That was pointing down. That's terrible. Look at that. And they didn't even stick it down. Look how much glue's on that. Like nothing. That's a bit of a pity. It is a beginner plane. You want it to be ready for you, don't you? Hopefully the servo's fine. Put that back off. little bit of hot glue in there. Don't need much. Fix up our wires. I need a little bit of sticky tape on them. I like that that's set quick. There's no muck around. You can build your plane quick, can't you? Using hot glue. There we go. That'll set fast. That ain't going to fit. The thread needs to be down lower and you've got to cut all that off. It needs to sit down about there. Never going to fit. I guess and I'll just chop that off. Hope for the best. Don't really like these idea. You got to put that screw in the end of it to hold it and stopping it sliding up and down. Not the best idea, but that's what they're giving us. So that screw acts just like a clamp. Stop that sliding backwards and forwards. So it might fall out of the sky, could be nothing. And of course they don't clamp together all good either. There we go. Good travel. So that's good. Little bit of slop in here. Wiggling back as it falls. But hopefully that'll be fine. Oh, a little bit out. We've moved already. There we go. Pretty close to level. It's a bit hard with this one. Second hole down. Clip that in. Give that a whirl. Pretty good. Here we go. Again, we're way too long. Look at that. Overshot it by a mile. And I'll put that on the second bottom one for a little bit more travel. Do up our clamp. Test fit this rod. This rod's too long again. Cut it off. Maybe a little bit shorter. Watch your eyes. Still got a tiny bit of thread left on that one, so that's good. That looks nice. Bit weird. Here we are. The plane's all assembled. All the control surfaces are set. Nice and level. So, ready to bind it up with your favourite receiver. And looking at it further, I think I might put some sort of hole in the front of it, because you really do need a lot of cooling. Otherwise, overheat your battery and ESC As you can see there, there's no exit hole. So maybe I need an exit hole in there. Hot air can get out. It's got to come in. It's got to go back out. Not too happy with these clevises, these clips. They're not that crash hot. But I've cut the rods out, so I'm stuck with them, I guess. And of course, one servo was going the wrong way. So pop your servos out. They weren't glued in very good. So pop them out before you plug any power into them, so you don't strain the servos. Hopefully this one over here is going to survive. It's got a little bit of noise coming out of it, because this one, it wound itself inside. That was hooked up wrong. And the inner ones, the inner servos were pointing backwards, so I had to fix them up. So it's not a bad plane. Is it a beginner plane? This sort of shape definitely is a beginner plane. The motor's on the top, you can't hurt the prop, can't hurt the motor, and it should be a beautiful, easy flyer. But the assembly didn't go as easily as I would have liked. Bit of a shame. It is a cheap plane. It's a good price. Just pity, yeah, it wasn't a little bit better. The tail does move, does flex a little bit when you work the control surfaces, but it is a slow flyer, so that should be fine. And if you're still watching, I've got a bonus for you, so keep watching. Got another box here. We've got the red one, so I'll quickly show you what that one looks like. What do you think? There it is, red. So as I was saying, with this one I will pop those servos out. See, it's got a little bit of a different sticker on that one. I think I prefer this one, Dreamfly. It's quite nice, isn't it? See? Should say Blowy Fly. Looks nice, doesn't it? There's a comparison there. A little bit different decal. On the back there, a little bit different decal. A blue pilot in this one. Wonder if they're all blue. Or someone gets a red pilot. That's alright. Not too bad, eh? I'm going to have a look inside this one, see what we've got. Good magnets. See what we've got. Yep, and in this one we've got that T connector, the same ESC. So that's alright, at least they're consistent. That's good. Long wires, which is good. Magnets are staying in this one, very good. Very nice. In the meantime, we'll fly this blue one as soon as we can. Let's see how she flies. See if we've got any problems. Thanks for watching.